Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Diah Kurniasari. So today I will explain about Eastern and Western culture. Culture is a way of life that develops and is shared by a group of people and is passed down from generation to generation. Culture is formed from many complex elements such as habits, language, clothing, and others. Culture will influence human thought and behavior in everyday life, for example, behavior patterns, language, social organization, arts, and others. The cultural differences between the West and the East are reflected by many factors which also characterize each of them in their way of life. Many things which are considered common to Westerners turn out to be highly unethical to Easterners. Eastern culture is a culture that develops in Asia in particular, such as Indonesia, while Western culture is a culture that develops in Europe and America, such as the United States, Germany, and England. The following is the understanding of Western and Eastern culture according to experts. According to KBBI, Western culture is everything related to the way of life, way of thinking, and outlook on life of people in the Western Hemisphere, that are Europe and America. Based on the things that have been mentioned, it becomes a habit that is carried out in society. Tyler, the definition of Western culture is everything that is comprehensive and complex, which includes knowledge, art, law, morals, customs, beliefs, and other capabilities. Based on what is owned by an area will be used by all meanings of society. While the understanding of Eastern culture, including to Sulaiman, Eastern culture is a cultural art that originates from the dominant religion in the Eastern world. This Eastern culture emphasizes institution rather than reason. In living the life of society, will appreciate everything that is in it and enjoy all the existing existence. Has no ambition to rule the world. And from KBBI, Eastern culture is everything related to the activities and creation of the human mind, which involves many things including ways of life, ways of thinking, and views on survival for the Eastern Hemisphere or the Asian continent. Western and Eastern culture are often compared and contrasted because they are almost inversely proportional. Some of these cultural differences can be seen in several things. On the Journal of Cubic.id, among others, the first one is differences in expressing opinion. People in Western culture tend to express opinion bluntly and straight to the point, be it positive or negative. Therefore, when we communicate with Westerners, we as a people of Eastern culture must be able to accept critique and not be easily offended or upset. Meanwhile, the opposite happens with people of Eastern culture, as we know that Eastern people are often convoluted in expressing opinions. Even though they make negative comments, they are very careful not to hurt the feelings of the other person. Next is the time problem. In Western culture, people of Eastern culture tend to have a habit of not being on time or rubber clocks. In doing business, time is very important, especially for first impression of meeting investors, clients, or the like. So, from that, we have to get used to always arriving on time, whether meeting people of Western or Eastern culture. And the last one is about the habit of queuing. Western people will queue up neatly while some people from Eastern culture will fight over it while causing chaos. Lately, some Eastern people have begun to realize the importance of queuing, especially in the millennial generation. This relates to several applications that are well known for eliminating queues and are more desirable in Eastern culture, but in ordering foods or drink or such as buying ticket. The way The way to harmonize the two cultures is to take which culture suits our personality without vilifying the other cultures. In addition, we must be able to position ourselves whether our interlocutor is a Westerners or a Easterners because both have different and contradictory cultures. So if we understand how to interact with each culture, it is hoped that we can improve relationship with people in that culture. I think that is all from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.